a lot of times these traumatic thoughts, these dark thoughts can determine how we move throughout the world, the decisions we make, and ultimately the thoughts that we constantly think to perpetuate our reality. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bindi, and here on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, body, and spirit. If you are new, thank you so much for clicking on the video and seeing what this channel is all about. And if you have been here for a little bit, thank you so much for coming back to every video and watching it and supporting me. I appreciate you so much. Okay. So today's video is actually a basics video. I realized that I've never actually just had a video where I broke down what the law of attraction was and explained what it was. And you know, I think today's the day. The law of attraction is very simply a law that states like attracts like. Culturally, it is just like, you know, when you hear people say what goes up must come down, you reap what you sow. This idea that the energy that you put out into the universe is what is returned to you and reflected in your reality. In Rhonda Byrne's bestseller, The Secret is gratitude. Simply because if you are grateful for everything that you have the energy of a person who has everything that they want. Now, I feel like the law of attraction is actually a lot more complex than The Secret actually makes it out to be, but we will get into that later. I feel like The Secret is a great starting point. It is an amazing starting point. It's where I started, and hundreds of other people have started with The Secret. It is a great introduction to the law of attraction, but it is not the end-all be-all of this beautiful law. Okay, this is my warning. From this point, if you are not into the woo-woo, this video is not for you, because that's what law of attraction is. It's spirituality, it's a woo-woo type of thinking, and I am a woo-woo type of girl. So if you are not into it, if you are not here for it, that is okay. But we about to go down the rabbit hole, so I'm just letting you know. I'm just telling you. Everybody has an energy. Every person. Nobody is exempt from this. Everyone has an energy. That person's energy is determined by their vibration. So if you see someone and you're just like, oh, they give me a weird vibe, you're feeling their energy, you know? A person's vibration is determined by their thoughts. That is the meat of the law of attraction, okay? Your thoughts. A person with mainly positive and happy thoughts, who tends to have a faith mentality and tends to think of things from a place of love, has a high vibration. A person with mainly negative thoughts, who constantly has fear-based thoughts, who thinks the worst is going to happen and sees the worst in everybody and is constantly negative, that person is going to have a lower vibration than the person previously mentioned. So let's talk about an experience. Having a job that you love, that you wake up psyched to go to every day, that you feel like you are changing the world, you are so fulfilled, you are living your best life, this is what you are here to do. Having a job that makes you feel that way is a very high vibrational feeling. So if a person who is very nasty, very mean, very negative, always pointing out other people's flaws, always complaining, nothing's ever good enough, well, that type of person with that type of mindset attract that lovely job that makes them feel fulfilled and happy and like that job is the end-all be-all? Probably not. Because the two energies don't align. It's important to understand that the law of attraction is always working. I'm going to quickly talk about manifesting. I won't get too deep into it, but I know that's why some people are here. So we're going to talk about manifesting some cool stuff. The law of attraction is always working. We are always manifesting things. Our thoughts are always creating what we're experiencing. So if we're having relatively positive thoughts, if we're going with the flow of life, and when things are coming at us out of nowhere, if we are being adaptable and flexible and understanding that everything's helping us build who we are to get closer to our goals, that is the reality that we are perpetuating. Now, if we have a more negative mindset and we choose to see the darker side of everything, if we choose to always see the negative side of everything, for example, thinking that all people suck, or no one will love me, really, no one will love me well, no one will love me for who I am, or I'll never get this type of job, all these negative thoughts that a lot of us have in our mind and in our subconscious. If we think that way, our reality will continue to reflect that life. We will continue to be proven right every time. So the secret to getting the law of attraction to work for you is definitely gratitude. But I personally feel like the secret is awareness. We have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff in our mind that we have learned from our childhoods and from bad relationships and from good relationships and from bad jobs and from good jobs. We have a lot of experiences that have taught us a lot of different things. So if we choose to not be aware, it's very important to understand that our ego, I have a video about ego, I'll link it down below, but it's very important to understand that our ego holds on to negative events, because as mammals, we hold on to negative events first in order to protect ourselves, in order to make sure that we stay out of danger. Of course, it's not the dark ages anymore. We don't have cavemen anymore. We're not constantly in danger. There aren't dinosaurs outside. So we have the same brain functions, but it deals with a lot more modern issues. So our brain will hold on to that embarrassing thing that happened in 5th grade, or more traumatic, people's deaths, especially if they happen unexpectedly. Our brain will hold on to those things and keep them at the forefront in order to protect us. And if we're not aware of that, a lot of times these traumatic thoughts, these dark thoughts can determine how we move throughout the world, the decisions we make, and ultimately the thoughts that we constantly think to perpetuate our reality. And that is where awareness comes in. This is why so many law of attraction gurus focus on the importance of consciousness, the importance of being conscious of your thoughts so that you know what's going on in your mind. I definitely feel like therapy is a very good tool, especially if you do have a lot of trauma, but we are the masters to our own mind. Everything that we're thinking, we can just stop and observe and say, hey, what's going on up there? Especially when you get into a funky mood, when you get into a weird mood and you feel like you can't get happy, that's the best time to stop and say, what am I thinking about? Starting to get into the practice of pausing and figuring out what thoughts are running through your mind. That is the most enlightening experience that I've ever had. The first time I stopped and actually just observed what was going on in my cranium, I was like, I'm not the person I thought I was. And oftentimes we're not. And that's why I'm so thankful for finding the law of attraction and learning about the law of attraction, because it showed me that I could find the best parts of myself and nurture those and become those and let the parts of me that were created through trauma disperse. I was trying to think of the word. But yeah, I can let those parts of me just go away. So I hope that this was a helpful explanation of what the law of attraction is. I have so many videos on vibration. I have so many videos on ego. I have so many videos on, your thoughts creating your reality. But I realized I didn't have this video, which is the foundation to all that other stuff. So I hope that this was a good beginner video. I hope that it explains some things that, maybe you had questions about. And yeah, if you'd like me to expand on anything that you saw saw in the video that you did not quite understand, just let me know in the comments below and I will be happy to. If you liked the video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up so people know that it is valuable and that they can get some value from it. And finally, if you are not subscribed, please make sure that you do so that you can be around for my next video. I really enjoyed making this video for you guys and I cannot wait to make another one. So I will see you soon. Bye.